Hey guys, Jasmine here, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I made $5,000 in cash from my book in 6 days. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Jasmine Womack. I'm a wife, a mother, I'm a woman of God, and I am a trendsetter. I help authors, speakers, and coaches stand out as subject matter authorities on their topic and in their industry. And I do this by helping them to write and self-publish a best-selling book, and then I teach them how to turn their book into programs, courses, and premium price coaching community. Hey there, my name is Jasmine Womack, and I'm super excited about today's topic. Today I'm going to share with you how I made $5,000 from my book in 6 days. So let's get started. One of the reasons why I wanted to share or do a video on this topic is because statistics say that the average self-published author makes less than $1,000 per year. Like, $1,000 in a year from your book, that's not anything that you can live off of. You certainly can't build a business that way. And to be honest with you, if you really want to position yourself as a subject matter expert in your field, then there needs to be some type of social proof or credibility there. And just with $1,000 in book sales in an entire year, that does not, provide, that doesn't give that to you. Like, that's like less than 50 books sold in an entire year. And I've also, I'm in several Facebook groups, and I get the questions on Instagram and all this and that. And so many people feel like the only way that you can make money from your book is if you are signed with a traditional publishing company. And as an advocate for self-publishing, I beg to differ. So I'm super excited about sharing with you guys the strategies that I implemented to make $5,000 from my book in only 6 days. I love the work that I do. And to be honest with you, I started out teaching. I was a middle school teacher, a middle school language arts teacher for 12 years, right? And even with a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a specialist degree, I still was not making $5,000 per month before taxes. And that was with 3 professional degrees and 12 years experience. Now, I know generally, teachers don't get paid a lot, right? But I loved my craft. I loved my profession, but I knew that there was more that I wanted to do. And so to be able to, bring in $5,000 passive income that I didn't have to do any work for, right? That I didn't have to do any physical work to make. And I was able to generate that literally within 6 days while I was spending time with my family, while I was asleep, while I was taking a nap. I don't take it for granted, and it's a real blessing. And I know how much of a blessing it's been for me. And I really want to help others learn these strategies and skills so that they can implement them to obtain this level of financial options, financial flexibility, and time freedom as well. One of the things that I love about books is that it's the gift that keeps on giving, meaning that once you write a book, you're able to establish yourself as a credible authority in your field. I believe that the process of writing a book is easy, but it's everything that comes after the book, like the editing, position yourself to market, that can become somewhat challenging because you really have to overcome subconscious mindset blocks that you may have. And you have to get tedious and hold yourself accountable to actually finishing the project. But a book is one of those things that once you write it, once you complete it, you can literally, you create it one time and you can literally sell it over and over and over again for the rest of your life. And it's a very high profit, low overhead product. So next, I'm going to share with you 3 of the strategies that I implemented to make $5,000 in 6 days from my book. So let's dig in. Number 1, when you are prepping for the launch of your book, you have to remember that your launch days or the launch dates that you select are important. So I actually wrote the book that I'm referring to, Six Figure Book System, back in July of 2021. And because I knew that I already had things scheduled to launch between August, September, and October, I decided in the summertime that I was going to release this particular book on Black Friday. I thought it would be a great way to segue into the wintertime, to segue into the holiday season. And it would be an excellent opportunity to give great value for a minimal price, especially with the sale being tied into Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So you have to remember that your launch dates are extremely important. And in order to bring more attention to your book launch, it's always a great idea to tie your book launch in with some type of holiday or celebration. So it can be a holiday like here in the United States, we have Black Friday, we have Cyber Monday, there's July 4th, then you have, Christmas sales, New Year's, right? And then you can even tie it into other dates that may be more personal to you, such as your birthday, anniversaries, business anniversaries, anything like that. So it's a great way because the momentum of the event is already in the air. So Black Friday, everyone was talking about Black Friday sales. Everyone was already anticipating Black Friday sales, right? People already knew things that they had their eyes on to purchase for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And so I chose to launch my book during that Black Friday, Cyber Monday week or weekend, right? Now, here's the other thing that you have to remember. I did not wait until the last minute to make this decision. I made this decision about 4 months prior to launching, right? So that means I actually began dripping on my audience and bringing them along for the ride. So when I was trying to solidify my title, when I was trying to solidify my book cover, I was actually bringing my audience along on the ride during the summertime and allowing them to tell me which cover they like the best. And I'm going to say this, my audience, the cover they chose is different from the cover that I chose, but I went with the cover that they chose. And when I tell you, the book sold like hotcakes, right? So you want to be very mindful of your promotional dates for your launch. Number 2 is marketing. Now, I believe, it's just my personal opinion, that many indie authors make marketing a lot more difficult than it really has to be. And I really fought social media and books for this, because it's like if you go even here on YouTube, if you go, type in marketing strategies for authors on Google, you're likely going to fall down the rabbit hole of information. It's going to seem extremely overwhelming. It's going to look like it's just too much to do, like it's too arduous to do. It's more discouraging than it is, encouraging. And so I want you to know that marketing is not as hard as it seems. When it comes to marketing your book, the biggest hurdle that you're going to have to get over is yourself. And so this is why for number 2, you have to actually understand the promotional strategies that you're going to use, and you have to go ahead and put yourself out there. So some of the promotional strategies that I used to promote my book, Six Figure Book System, was email marketing. I marketed to my email list. I showed up on Instagram stories just about every single day. I used text message marketing as well. So I already had been collecting phone numbers and text messages from different opt-ins that I've had over the year, or different other offers that I've had. And I have given people the option to join my text message marketing list. And once they join my text message marketing list, I can literally send a text message from my phone, or I can have my marketing assistant to schedule out messages ahead of time. And if they're scheduled out, then they are delivered at a specific date, at a specific time. And that's exactly what we did for this particular campaign. So we actually scheduled out text messages a week beforehand to go out at certain key points on certain days and on certain times throughout the actual launch. Okay, so we used email marketing, we used text message marketing, I promoted in my Instagram stories, and also just posting on social media, letting people know what the ebook was about, letting people know what the information that it had in it, and the bonuses. I also included bonuses to entice people to purchase the book. And I made these bonuses super juicy because it was Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I wanted to give a ton of value, right? For Black Friday, we initially sold the book for $19 for like the first 48 to 72 hours, and then increased the price. And the bonuses alone, just outside of the information, in addition to the information in the book, the bonuses alone really made the purchase a no-brainer, right? In addition to promoting on social media and stories, I also went live one time. So I did about a 45-minute live stream. And I talked about different strategies that I used to prepare for Black Friday. And at the end of the live stream, I offered people the opportunity to learn the exact strategies that I was talking about, and they could learn the details by purchasing my book, Six Figure Book System. And in case you want to check it out, you can check it out at sixfigurebooksystem.com. Okay. Now, all of this was done with no ads, only organic traffic. So this was the traffic that I had. This was a community that I had organically built. I had not used any type of ads or anything like that. Number 3 is that I incorporated sales systems. So when you want to monetize your book, your ebook, you want to make sure that you have sales systems in place. Now, I believe that every subject matter authority should have a physical book because it's different than an ebook. Like, you can actually pick it up, you can put your hands on it, right? It's just a different level of credibility. But because this was Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I was going to be at home and I didn't want to do anything with shipping, I chose to sell this particular book as an ebook, right? And so yes, we're still going to have physical copies printed so that I can, as the world is opening back up, and as I travel and speak and go to different in-person events, I can sell the physical copies. But because of the holiday and because I was at home, I chose to sell this particular book as an ebook. And I had my sales systems in place so that the ebook will be automatically delivered. All right. So also, in addition to the ebook and the 7 bonuses that I included with the purchase, after readers had the opportunity to purchase my ebook, they also had an opportunity to purchase what's called an upsell. So this is another digital product that is a complement to the main product that I was selling. So I actually gave my readers an opportunity to purchase 2 upsells. One was a speaking toolkit and another one was a marketing templates. It was a digital marketing templates and a toolkit for authors to help them create content and market their message and their book. And because I had 2 additional things to sell on the back end of the book, that skyrocketed my revenue. We probably had about a 60% conversion rate from people who actually purchased the ebook, who also went on to purchase some of the upsells that I offer as well. And of course, when you want to offer or sell on the back end of your book, you have to make sure that that the sales system that you use is set up to do this. It is set up to do it automatically, and that all the deliverables are automated as well. So this means that while I was sitting on the sofa chatting with my husband and having a slice of sweet potato pie, my Stripe notifications were going off, and there was absolutely nothing that I had to do. Like, I didn't have to lift a finger because my systems were literally doing all of the work for me, right? And you also want to have an easy to understand checkout process. You want to make it as easy as possible for your readers to buy from you. And because we implemented these 3 strategies, we made over $5,000 in 6 days. Y'all, that's more than I made when I was teaching for an entire month. We made over $5,000 in 6 days. And because we were able to do that in a week, I know that we're sitting on a book funnel or a book system that has a potential of bringing in $20,000 per month passively. Totally passively. So that's like, if we're able to hit those sales goals, that's a potential, 200,000 plus just off of this one product, because we've set up the systems in order to do it for us. And so I'm really excited about that. Now that it's validated, if we want to run paid advertisement to it so that that sales process can be automated as well, then that's an option for us too. So I absolutely love options. I would say that if you're interested in paid advertisement, you don't need to go to paid advertisement first. You want to validate the product by selling it organically. And you want to sell it organically over and over and over to make sure it works before you put paid advertisement to it. So if you would like to write and self-publish your own best-selling book and create your own sales system that has the potential to generate thousands of dollars for you, then you definitely need to apply to my program, Author Made Easy Bootcamp. This is a high-touch group coaching program where we help you to write, self-publish, and market your book and create the sales systems that you need so that you can make amazing sales on the back end of your book. I'm Jasmine Womack, and again, thank you for tuning in today. For those resources that I shared with you, you can check out sixfigurebooksystem.com. And if you'd like to work with me and the team over at the Impact Group, definitely go to apply to the Author Made Easy Bootcamp at www.authormadeeasybootcamp.com.